Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Lucifer's Travels. I am your DM, Heartless, and I am joined by my lovely players.
Hello. It's the Draft House. Draft House's local local bootleg Sableye. It's a bit of a early morning after a late night. I'm AudioVizual, and I'm going to be playing Phlox Claw.
Hey y'all, it's me, Altaria, your local bootleg Altaria. And I'll be playing Ducky Claw.
Howdy, I'm Gryph, and I'll be playing your local mole scientist and rock enthusiast, Mossie Stoan.
Hi there, everyone. I am Morski, but you're free to call me Morski, and I will be playing as your local barbarian adventurer fox called Sol Reynard.
Hello, I'm Mira, and I will be playing Lou, who is currently overwhelmed by pretty garden stuff.
And speaking of that, last time, the party landed, or rather crashed, into the marketplace. A few members found some pretty neat stuff, and you ran into a couple bed mimics, which made Lou not very happy.
Yeah, Lou's still not very happy about that. I will be real.
I mean, that's entirely valid.
The party collectively decided to take their first exploratory path towards the garden, to which you were treated with the storm petering out, with just the dark clouds rumbling overhead, and a robot who musically made its way over to the gate that you are standing in front of.
And Soul roll animal handling to befriend the robot.
You can certainly try.
Please roll well. Please roll well. Soul did not roll well. That was a net.
So you start making kissy faces at this robot, and the robot.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Can I just say what Soul is doing? She crouched down and is doing the for cats. That's not
I'm going to roll perception to see if Lou even notices the robot.
Oh, yes, yeah. So it's pretty easy to notice the robot, because they are at least 7 feet tall.
Oh my god.
And they slowly look over all of you, and there's this whirring sound before... Hello.
Oh my god. Excuse me, I just have to go lay down now because, oh my gosh, I am dying. I am dying. The player who is playing Lou is dying now. Oh my gosh.
Who are you?
God. Phlox is jazzed as hell, everyone. And how tall is this gate?
The gate is at least a couple of inches taller than the robot, so about 7'4", probably.
I was gonna be like, Phlox is gonna totally hop this gate, you guys. Let's not have them hop the gate, though. Instead, they're gonna wave to the robot and put their hands on their chest and say, "I'm Phlox. It's really nice to meet you."
They very slowly lift up their hand and slowly push the gate open. because it wasn't locked.
Nailed it.
I guess then Sol is going to get up from crouching and go, "Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm Sol." And she's like gonna stick her hand out for a handshake.
The robot just kind of looks at the hand and slowly tilts their head to the side.
I just kind of like peeks out from like behind everybody else, and it's just like, "Hi, I'm Lou. What's your name?"
Hello.
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 Do you have a name?
Name? Name.
Yes, something we can call you.
You just get a bunch of musical boops.
Are you okay with nicknames?
Can we call you Boops?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, are you okay with nicknames? Because if you are, I was thinking of nicknaming you Boop.
If you prefer.
I guess Phlox is gonna step into the guard and like into the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, same. Mossie will follow after.
Yeah.
Boop will slowly make musical sounds as they step back to allow you through. Have you come for a tour of the garden?
I mean, if you want, you can give us a tour. We're here exploring.
Spelunking.
Spelunking.
What does spelunking mean?
It's
Don't think we're
exploring.
That kind of requires you to be underground.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We can find you a nice flower bed to spelunk in if you want.
Spelunking is a state of mind.
Exactly.
How is Ducky taking all of this?
Vibing. Ducky has had a very loose interpretation of how the day was gonna go, and sure, robots. Sure. We've got Boop now.
Now all we need is, like, we got pirates, we got robots. What we next need is ninjas. Clearly.
Please don't give her any ideas.
Yeah, don't speak that into bees.
No more bed mimics.
That's for
That
For bed
totally also
ninjas.
gets table mimics.
Oh boy. Oh no.
We're all terrible influences.
Yeah.
That's nothing new.
Phlox is gonna look at Ducky and look at Group and sort of like do a very loose interpretation of an eyebrow waggle.
Luciver,
Slowly shaking their head.
Luciver, by the way, is just absolutely speechless.
He's actually taking this all in like a normal person. The rest of us are like, yeah, sure, let's roll with the chaos.
Phlox is like, hell yeah, we'll take your tour. Lead the way.
The Boop leans slightly forward and then turns on one mossy foot and starts going boom, 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 boom as they start walking down the path.
For
I hold them
clarification,
soft.
For clarification.
is Boop making the noises, or is that the noises that are like the walking noises?
That's their walking noises.
Okay, I was like, is this
Like when they walk, it's they let out musical boops.
okay? That's,
Yeah, there really is no better way to describe it, is there?
yeah.
Like musical things, maybe?
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
This is so cute.
Yeah.
I'm like dying.
I am sleepy and emotional. This is a great combination.
Yeah.
Phlox is probably gonna follow along very quietly, making the same noises like under their breath as they sort of like walk sort of like in time and behind the robot a little.
You know what? Sol is going to walk behind Phlox and then start doing the same.
Liam's gonna do the same too because yes.
100% Mossie's also doing the same. This is a cute little parade.
What's Ducky doing?
Join us!
Ducky is not gonna make the boop noises. Ducky's gonna contain themselves, but follow along with the group.
And
On the inside.
Lucifer is going to pad afterwards. Just his eyes are just everywhere here. There is a plethora of things to see. As you guys are walking over like this really small bridge, flying fish actually jumps and flies by.
Ooh.
Sol waves.
Mossie probably would reach out to touch one of the fish. What is that?
Dex check.
Oh,
Oh god.
Oh, heck. Alright, let me look at my deck.
Dex to touch the fish.
Oh!
That is a dirty 20. Nice.
Yep. So you reach out and your hand glides along the admittedly kind of wet and slimy hide of the flying fish. Because, it's been in the water. But it's also very smooth.
Ooh, disgusted but delighted at the same time.
The robot.
Question, I have a question.
Yes.
If Sol were to pull out like a fishbowl with water out of her hammer space, would one of the fish land inside?
Roll hammer space. Okay, now roll dex to see if you can catch a fish.
Cool. Just straight dex, yeah.
Yes. You could roll acrobatics.
I'm gonna roll acrobatics.
Just.
Yeah, let me just recheck. I can tell you it's much better. That's it, a 21.
Yeah. So, Sol, as you're walking by, another fish jumps out, and you take your bowl with water in it, and you really quickly snag the fish out of the air, and they seem really surprised. And now you've got a flying fish in a fishbowl, who's kind of just drifting on top and looking at you.
Yeah, Sol is going to give a smile and hi there, and she's going to show everyone else very proudly of what she managed to do.
Oh, You found a friend.
Yeah.
So many friends in such a short amount of time.
Isn't it great?
Are you sure it's a freshwater fish?
Also, I don't know if you should keep it. It might miss its family.
You know, and
Yeah,
as
no, I
Lou
just
is
let
saying
it
that, it actually jumps out of the bowl and starts flying away.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Like Sol's good with that. She just waves goodbye. Like I just had this bowl here so it could jump in. Like never said it couldn't leave.
Oh, that's good.
Just a momentary abduction, it's fine.
Exactly. Just keep him on his toes.
Boop stops at the other side of the little bridge in front of a massive forest, and they turn and look at the group and say, "This is..." And they pause for a moment and start making musical boops as they try to remember, and as I try to come up with something.
The robot has memory problems. Excuse me, Your Honor. I love them.
Same.
Relatable. Very relatable.
And fun with translation.
Sometimes you only speak in music sounds, and that's valid.
Mhm.
Exactly. I
Exactly.
bet Teddy and Mr. Robot would get along great.
At the mention of Teddy's name, Teddy grunts.
Solid.
I'm thinking like Sol still has the bowl with water in it. So I'm like, what should she do? Should she gift it to Teddy or the robot? Should she hold on to it so she can use it for something? Question mark. Should she pour the water into a plant? There are many options.
Or she could just put it back in her hammer space.
I mean, she could.
That's not the fun answer, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know when you might need to take a sip. You might get thirsty.
Yeah. We're walking a bunch.
Yeah,
Gonna
take a sippy.
or maybe you need to give someone water. Maybe
Yeah.
forcefully. You don't know.
The water puzzle.
This is called the Lullaby Woods.
Cool.
Art, I have to let you know, each time that Boop speaks, I have to fight the urge to slap myself in the chest because I just am like, oh, my heart.
Oh,
I mean, valid.
extremely valid.
I have a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Are the robot's hands just hanging down at its sides?
Yep.
Are they low enough that Phlox could reach out and hold one?
Yeah, their arms are really long. Here, let me get you guys a picture of what Boop looks like.
Can I make a point that we don't know what the people that usually live here look like? So for all Boop knows, we're a group of children on a field trip.
Oh my god.
The countenance.
That's not wrong too. That's kind of correct. We are a little bit of a group of children on a field trip.
Man,
In the abstract
everyone is
sense.
so tiny too. Here we have Boop, who is 7 feet tall, and everybody else is
It's Boop.
less than 5 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, their arms are really long, and their fingers kind of brush along the ground.
Well, do it, Phlox. You know you want to hold the robot's hand.
hold the hand. Hold the hand.
Phlox probably does like gently like reach out and pick one of the hands up and sort of like hold it to their chest a little.
Aw.
It's like how a kid will hold like a stuffed animal to their chest. This is how Phlox is holding this robot's hand. You're all welcome.
So as you pick up the hand and move it to your chest, you hear a kind of musical sound, like, you know, almost like the tick 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 of a music box.
Aww.
And they look down at you and make a musical sound, but they don't take back their hand.
Phlox
Can Sol go and take Phlox's other hand then?
You can try.
Sol's gonna do that.
Make contesting strength checks?
No, I was just.
I mean, how come? Because, like, Sol's just gonna, hey, we can, like, just all hold hands. No one will get lost.
We're all just gonna cat parade this. We're all marching along and singing with the robot, and now we're holding hands. This is friendship is real here, you guys.
Yes.
So, yes.
Lou's gonna join the forming chain and then kind of look curiously up at the robot and just go, "The Lullaby Forest? Why is it called that? Do they sing lullabies?"
There's some musical boop 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 ding 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 ding. The person who planted the forest used to sing to it.
Oh, were they a druid?
I don't know.
Mix Boop, how long have you been here?
There's some musical dinging noises, and the lights on their face start flashing in blue and green. I have been here for 9.
No.
9.
Oh no.
Oh god.
9.
Mossie's like writing this down.
9. And Boop makes a couple of musical note sounds, and their head kind of turns and clicks. Hello.
Let's not ask any more.
Let's take the robot home with us, okay? I'm sure we all want this anyways.
Okay, buddy, I don't know what day it is.
Horrified because they didn't want to hurt them.
Let's not ask the robot any more
Lou, you should give
time-related
the
questions.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement there, and also Lou, you should hug the robot.
It's gonna hug the robot because oh no!
So, since you're rather short, you can't even actually reach up to its middle, so you just manage to hug its legs.
Yes. Lou is hugging their legs and just is like, everything's gonna be okay. Just pat.
Of course everything is okay. I am the keeper of the garden.
So
Okay, we'll take their garden with us, too.
Are there any other keepers of the garden, or are you here alone?
I am the sole keeper of the garden.
Lou's
That's
just
so
hugging them a little
sad.
tighter because that's just like, they're alone.
Plan for this trip. We take the garden and we take Boop with us. Are we all in agreement here?
I don't know if we can take the garden with us because it's really
We can
cute.
try.
Lucifer
try,
just
we
kind
have-
of pipes up from behind Teddy and says, well, I don't think that's possible.
We can still try. We again. We have space. Okay, they're not space pirates. We got air pirates with us. I'm sure they've done great heists. They can steal a garden.
The newest leverage episode. Let's go steal a garden.
Lucifer, the lights, the lights that indicate his eyes just kind of dim for a second before brightening, and he just sighs so heavily, oh no.
Lucifer, but you hired these people. Do
Yeah.
you really think you've known them for a little while? Do you really think some of the people here have a brain cell?
It's not where that was going.
I don't think it's possible to steal a garden.
You don't know?
No.
Have you have you seen some of the people out there? I've met someone who stole a garden.
Certainly not with that attitude, you can't.
He just kind of
Exactly.
stares blankly at Sol for a moment.
Ducky,
I am really loving the chaos that you get Sol and Phlox together.
Phlox is gonna put the robot's hand on top of Sol's head and turn to Lucifer and be like, You're not thinking creatively enough here, Lucy. You see, the city moves, right? So technically, all we gotta do is steal the city and it's fine.
Where are you gonna park the city, though?
in the parking lot.
We'll workshop that one.
If we get more
Yeah.
bowls of water, we can put more and more plants in there, and then they'll have water to drink, and it'll be like a little traveling garden. Put them all in a wagon.
Lucifer is just at this moment opening and closing his mouth, and that's all he's doing because he doesn't know how to respond to this.
Or we just move in here. This is our city now.
Yeah.
Floating city, home base. I say, out of character.
So could use with a good touch point base.
Oh goodness.
For, to go
What have I done?
adventures.
Look, I'm just saying, have you never actually watched Castle in the Sky and wanted to, just stay there?
That's true. That's honestly.
It flies too. You can go places with it. Like one of those giant airships you see in JRPGs and stuff.
This is just us going, hey Heart, you know those plans you had for this short game series? Guess what? Halfway through we're gonna make you throw all of it out the window, okay?
So we've decided we want to steal a whole place. Can we just take a place?
You can certainly try, but you're not going to do it in the garden. Okay. Boop.
Okay, so we'll take the whole city. That's fine.
Boop.
We'll settle for the city.
Boop leans slightly forward and goes, "Are you ready to continue your tour?"
Phlox is grinning at Lucifer, and they turn and they nod at the robot, at Boop, and they're just like, hell yeah.
Yeah, Sol nods excitedly.
Mossie gives 2 thumbs up.
And then the robot turns, and they start again making the musical bell noises as they start to move down the path.
We all follow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
train of
Make a perception check.
the train of ducklings proceeds.
Oh goodness.
You're welcome.
Let me see.
Hey,
Ducky sees, all right.
Ducky didn't get to see anything last time except for the one lucky roll when I called Dice Parser out. So I'm glad we have something new.
Sees.
I did not be looking.
Aw,
Let's see.
rip Mossie.
Every single time.
Unfortunately, your glasses are still wet from the rain, and you're having a time just cleaning them off.
Makes sense.
Let's see, the rest of you, because this wasn't a very hard DC. The rest of you are looking at the branches, and there's oak trees and there's maples, and as you're looking, there's a chittering sound and a squirrel-like. It kind of looks like a mix between a squirrel and a very small fox. And there are 2 of them that jump across from one tree branch to the other, and it seems like they're fighting or dancing. You can't really tell.
My heart.
It's too cute. I know
I'm
Mossie can't
honestly
see.
just thinking it's like, can Sol roll animal handling again?
Yeah. And go ahead, try to roll animal handling. There is a third one, and it kind of skitters across the branch and jumps, and actually lands on Boop's shoulder. And Boop pauses in their walking and reaches up the hand that's not being held and gently pets the creature on their shoulder.
Sol got to 15. What does that get her?
Okay.
She does like the pss, pss, pss once more, but it's a bit more successful this time.
Well, these things are more amiable to pss, 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 pss. And also they're actually animals. And one of the ones that was dancing with the other one kind of just stops and turns and looks at you while it's kind of just hanging onto the branch. And then it starts skittering down the tree, and it starts hesitantly moving closer and closer to you. What are you gonna do?
Sol is going to crouch down and just like let her hand rest on the ground and let the little dude come to her.
Lou's
If
also
he
gonna
so
get down
wishes.
on the ground and roll animal handling as well, because baby, she got a 12.
I really hope this works though, cause also, hey, Sol is like a fox girl. Let there be solidarity.
So the little creature comes up and crouches near your hand, Sol, and just kind of sniffs at it before it reaches one paw out and bats at your hand a little bit.
Adorable. Just
Lou, as you a little too quickly reach toward it, it kind of just curls up and its tail kind of flies into the air and spikes out a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lou's gonna back away a little bit. Give the poor thing some space.
What are you gonna do, Sol?
I'm honestly now thinking, it's like, what would these fox squirrels probably eat? Because she wants to pull out whatever that is, and like,
Well,
what Sol would really love is for the fox squirrel to sit on her head. But can she pull this off is the real question.
well,
I mean,
roll hammer space.
Also, you put chicken drums from the dinner the other day in your hammer space.
Mhm.
Also has croissant in her fumble chart. Can I pull out the croissant?
Yeah, sure. So you pull out the croissant and you offer it towards the fox squirrel like thing, and it gives a sniff, and then it takes a tiny bite out of it, and it goes bleh.
That's a no.
How could
Sol
you not
is
like the
just like-
song?
Sol just looks visibly disappointed, and she's gonna return the croissant. Can she pull out then one of her drumsticks?
Roll hammer space. What is everyone else doing?
Phlox has leaned over and sort of wander, they left the robot's hand on Sol's head, and so they've kind of wandered over towards Ducky, and they lean over to Ducky a little, and they're like, do you think it's gonna bite her or anything?
Oh, I'm fully prepared for somebody to get bit today. Question is who?
Yeah, I think
Sol pulls out this chicken drumstick then.
Okay. You gonna offer it?
Yeah.
So the creature kind of slowly creeps forward and gives the chicken drumstick a little sniff, and then suddenly it darts forward and grabs onto the chicken drumstick and tries to pull it out of your hand.
Pull it out of her hand.
Mm-hmm. You gonna try to keep the chicken drumstick, or you just gonna let it go?
Let it go. She has multiple. She gave this drumstick with the express idea, hey, do you want some food? I guess the answer is yes.
And successfully having gotten the chicken drumstick, the fox squirrel runs up the tree and disappears into one of the knot holes in the tree.
I hope it comes back and sits on her head, though, just I hope.
I mean, right now you've got a sort of heavy hand on your head.
Okay, so shoulder is a good alternative. Look, priorities. They're very good, as you can see. Hey, she gave fellow fox friend some chicken drumstick. They know what's up. She's satisfied.
Valid.
valid.
All right. You guys watch as the fox squirrel that was on Boop's shoulder kind of just moves, and Boop kind of just extends their unoccupied hand towards one of the trees, and the fox squirrel skitters across it and jumps into the branches and disappears. And
How
then
many more of those
Cool.
kind of things up there?
what?
Do you think? How many more of those fox squirrels do you think are in the forest?
The population is about 20. that I have cataloged.
Oh, only 20?
How big is the forest?
The garden?
Yes, the garden, sorry.
The garden is about... And there are some calculations going on. I'm trying to figure out...
Beep boop.
Oh no.
And the square footage, because I have no idea how big the New York park is, but it's about that big.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like
Admittedly,
huge.
that doesn't mean much to me. I'm sorry. Is it like, I don't know, the size of like what someone would consider a village, say?
It's big.
It used to be.
I just googled it. I just googled it. It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
not to be lame, but yeah, before
800.
Central Park was a park, it was a village.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
it got parked.
nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of New
It's,
York history for
yeah,
you.
Central Park is 1.317 miles squared, apparently, for area.
Mm-hmm.
And that's this garden's about the same size.
Big.
Cool.
Big.
Not good for the squirrels, though. Well, I say that in like there should be more squirrels. I guess it's still tough for them to only have 20 in that much space.
I think Mossie's gonna ask, like, are there any predator species in this garden? Is there any other type of animal, or is it just these squirrels and you?
There are at least 14 different species in the garden.
Include fish.
The fish
Oh, yeah.
would make it 15 different species in the garden.
Cool.
Yeah, I asked this and I had no follow-up.
Yeah, I'm thinking different species in the garden. Well, we have the fish, but they live in the water. Are you including the water parts of the garden as the garden, or which is why Sol was like, okay, does this include the fish or not? Okay, cool.
Apparently, Boop was not including the fish until you mentioned it.
That's valid, honestly.
Yeah.
Boop starts making the musical noises as they start to move again. Boop.
Let's go continue on our magical musical journey through the garden.
The parade continues.
And you all come upon a clearing, which is actually quite large, meadowy type place with wildflowers. And in the middle of this meadow is a very large tree, and built in and around the tree are metal plaques that have been grown over with moss. And off to the side of the tree, everyone can see a robot that looks a lot like Boop. Just sitting there.
Boop, is that your brother?
Huh? I do not have brothers. What is a brother?
Sibling.
What is a sibling?
When
A
you're,
family member.
like, related to something?
What is related?
You come from the same maker.
What did you say, Mira?
Basically, it means you come from the same maker.
Oh. That is a separate unit made by... And there's a number of musical boops as Boop starts to process again. Boop, boop, doo, 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 doo.
So Phlox is gonna look around at the plaques and the not moving robot, and sort of like take a breath and look at Boop and so Boop can they sort of like pause and like they're looking at everyone else sort of like we should probably ask some like questions rather than just be enchanted by the robot, huh?
Definitely.
That's fair.
They were made by the royal family of Lundres.
Oh, are the royal family all artificers?
Boop just kind of looks down at you and just flashes lights at you. It doesn't say anything. What's that for,
Okay,
Mira?
then.
You gonna describe how Lou is feeling about this?
Lou kind of just looks at the robot, and she's just like, "They made you?"
Yes.
Does this mean Lou has a robot sibling now? What? It's a valid question.
I didn't know that they made you.
Almost all were made by the royal family or for the royal family of Lundres.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I should have realized that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Boop, what can you tell us about the history of Lundres?
Boop slowly makes clicking noises as they turn to you, and there's a couple of musical boops processing noises. Lundres was a great city in the year 20 and some delineation of time, because that year was a very long time ago.
A very outdated calendar system, maybe.
Yeah.
It's year 2021 and whatever. Lundres.
Oh no.
Which rose from the ground at the direction of the royal family of Lundres. There's some processing noises as your DM tries to come up with something out of their hat. Because I didn't actually come up with anything, guys.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Heart.
Actually, should the whole team just sit down or something? We may be talking for a while.
Well, Lou's actually
Get
wanting
a
to look
picnic
at
started.
Yeah.
the plaque, with some of the plaques covered in moss.
So,
Oh yeah, fair.
we're just gonna leave Boop to continue telling this story because they're telling a story, and it's very long. They start going
Mossie
through
is
the
really
royal
understanding
family
it,
lineages of Lungeress.
Yeah, as soon as the
dear.
lineages start going, Lou is over by the plaques.
I'm just only Mossie really understands what's being said now.
She's very into this. She's keeping this going. She keeps asking just a inane question.
Sol probably went after Lou then. I don't know, maybe tugged on Phlox's arm let's go check out the tablet things, maybe.
Phlox will go supervise.
Yeah.
Can Ducky go investigate the other robot?
Yep, okay, so we're gonna start with people over at the plaques. Roll me investigation.
Okay,
Oh,
what is
boy.
investigation? Okay, that's
This is the part where okay, so I rolled a nat 1, but here's the thing. I remembered this from the last game. I have reliable talent because I'm a rogue and I'm proficient in investigation.
Okay, so what's your total?
That would be a 15.
Okay.
Ow. Yeah, Sol got a 9. I guess she's very distracted by all the plants, and she's still thinking back on the fox squirrels.
Yeah, there are a lot of plants here. A lot of vines, and there's moss everywhere.
There's vines, there's flowering vines. There's some really interesting black vines here. Wonder what they do.
Phlox, you uncover some of the plaques, and fortunately you can't actually read them. But Lou, you uncover the plaques, and it says something like, in dedication to those who have fallen. And then there are a bunch of names listed below.
Lou kind of just traces the names, and her hand goes up to her necklace, and she's just like, "Oh, this is a graveyard or a memorial."
Phlox.
There's so many.
I think Sol is going to grab a couple of flowers and place it in front of the plaque.
What's Phlox gonna do?
Phlox has definitely paused as Lou has said that, and they're like, they obviously can't read it, but what do you do with this information? You don't know. You're just a simple bounty hunter, and it's fine. 2 minutes ago, you were vibing with an amnesiac sort of robot. This is fine. This is fine. You just stumble on a giant memorial for apparently a bunch of people who died. This is fine.
Also, one of your party members, the youngest of the party members, can apparently read this. What the heck?
You know what? Phlox's day has already been so whack, my dude.
This might as well happen.
They look at Lou and they look at the plaques and they're like, do we want to get Mossie over here so you guys can like look at the fancy rocks and do rock talk, and I guess Mossie can write their whatever you can read down, because it seems pretty important, at least for like historical stuff, you know?
Yeah, then they should be remembered.
Be good.
All right. On that note, we're going to go over to Ducky by the robot. Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. 3, not 1.
Everyone is getting a nat 1 this game.
So, you kind of go up to it, and it seems to shift, and you freeze for a moment. Is it still alive? Did you activate it? What's going on? You've no idea.
Oh boy. Okay. You know what? Ducky's gonna take a moment and question life choices and then poke it. It seems to be going well for the day.
I'm now just thinking like Ducky should take Teddy along so that Teddy can make a new friend.
I heard the dice. Oh no.
Oh, that's ominous. Thank you.
So, you poke it, and it goes... And it leans a little away from you. But that's all that happens.
Okay.
I rolled a 16, by the way. That was to see
a 16 for what?
For the robot's stability.
Oh.
It passed.
Oh, great.
So what if it fell? Would it have fallen on Ducky?
I don't know, maybe.
It probably would have fallen with a loud crash regardless.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's not like we didn't already have heart attacks on this thing. What's one more? Things back to bed mimics.
Yeah. Ducky's gonna say, you know what? Didn't die. Gonna chalk that one down in the win column and go back to Boop and see if maybe Boop knows something about the other robot more than already said.
Mm-hmm. As you return to Boop, who's still going on about the history of Lundress, they seem to be talking about some sort of war that happened between Lundress and the floating city of Elibion.
Ha!
And they do say that the tree here is a memorial to that to all of the soldiers and people who died during that war.
Well then.
Mossie, if you want to roll history.
I will, yeah, sorry. I was going to ask, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't interrupting.
Since Ducky heard this, can Ducky roll as well for history?
Yeah.
So the curiosity.
Yeah, 19.
Oh.
Dougie's having a day.
Oh, Ducky.
To be fair, that does track though, cause like really, Mossie here is the knowledgeable person.
That's her one thing. That's her one role, is that she can do history rolls really good.
Okay,
And
so
Arcana rolls.
unfortunately, Ducky, you've never heard of Elibion. But Mossie, a long time ago, back when you were still, studying and not a full-fledged scientist like you are now, you came across a really old text which mentions a couple of flying cities, Lundres and Elibion being one of them. Elibion was a city that was destroyed during a very large war, and pieces of it fell into the sea near Theatera, but a piece of it disappeared. Nobody knows where it went, and it was never recovered.
Oh, wow. I'll turn to Ducky at this point and explain this information to them and be like, oh, I remember Elibion, and just kind of going off. Just like, in between, like, giving this important information, but in between being like, and then when I was studying it, I was, this is before I was a scientist, and back then I was just so young, and just important information, but also just like, so...
I'm imagining Mossie just like, you get the anime eyes flash, like, it is Mossie's time to shine.
the glasses.
Yeah.
Ducky's getting it on both sides.
Lucifer, it actually turns to Mossie and is very interested in what Mossie has to say about this, because he has no idea what this Elibion is.
It is nerd time, folks.
Nerd time.
It's like, meanwhile, over at the plaque.
What are you guys doing?
Lou's gonna roll hammer space. Fumble. Shoot, I need to pull up the fumble sheet.
Oops.
Come on, Lou. Let's see what you pull out instead of your notebook. Okay, 19. Lou digs around in their hammer space, and they pull out a sewing kit, and they're just like, blank, blank, blank. That wasn't their notebook. They put that back, and they're gonna roll again. Another fumble, okay.
Fox is watching this. They're a little more amused now.
They pull out a wrench.
The dice decided you will fumble and you will only fumble.
They pull out a wrench, and they're like, no, that's not it either. Put that back. Let's see.
I mean, you're getting closer, apparently.
I'm just imagining Phlox and Sol just simply standing there watching this go down.
I can't remember. Does a 5 constitute as a fumble, or...
No, that makes it. It's just anything below a 5 after you fumbled once.
Right.
Means you fumble again.
Right, I was just double checking. And they pull out a little notebook with like a pen that's kind of like stuck in the spiral. And they pull out the pen, and they start inscribing down the names that are on the plaque so they can take them home with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And Lou needs a hug.
Yes, Lou does need a hug.
It's like, I guess Sol won't do it right now because Lou's busy, but later she will.
Phlox, I think, is going to take another look around. Should that
Sol
be
is actually going...
Yeah, that's perception.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Sol may look around, though. She's gonna stick next to Lou and be moral support, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I hold Sol soft.
All right. As you're looking around, you do notice that there is there's actually a very large bird just kind of sitting up in this tree. The large bird is about the size of a short tune.
So like everyone,
A short tune.
So everyone here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, so everyone in the party except for Boop.
And Lucifer's
And,
tall.
Well, and Teddy, I guess, but
Yeah.
also I have a terrible thought. Do you want to hear it?
Oh no,
What's your
Morski,
terrible
no.
thought?
No.
Oh God.
I'm scared.
Is the bird a pigeon?
No, it's actually it actually has like brown and red feathers, and if anyone who's actually looking at this bird wants to make me a either a nature or an arcana check, whichever one's
Me,
better.
the only one looking at the bird.
I mean, did you
think
point it
so.
out to like Sol? Because Sol's over there.
I feel like Sol is kind of hovering around Lou, so they're gonna take a second and like do that thing where you sort of cock your head and look at it closer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, I have reliable talent, and Phlox is fucking a nightmare with their 10 skills, so this is another 15.
Okay. So as you're looking up at this rather large bird, and you're studying it pretty closely, it kind of flaps its wings, and you realize that this is a rock. At least a baby one.
Oh.
Okay, so Phlox is torn. Phlox is torn. It's like free bird, but also, oh shit.
Like, it's like, Arok, are you thinking like the mythological bird?
Yeah, ROC,
Wonderful, I
yeah,
know
like the
exactly
big.
what-
You know, the ones that are normally giants.
Is this a
one's
baby?
a baby one, but it's
Can we befriend it?
I don't know about it yet. So Phlox has to think things through.
Phlox has to think.
Phlox is looking at this bird and they're like, friend, baby, adult, everyone gets murdered by bird.
This one, it does seem old enough to fly on its own, but it's definitely a baby because it's small. Than diagrams you have seen in books.
Yeah, because Phlox reads books sometimes.
I mean, sometimes you
smart.
need to make like research on targets, and sometimes people want rocks gone because rocks steal sheep. You know. The life of a bounty hunter is sometimes pretty exciting.
There is
I'm gonna be-
consideration.
I mean, I'm gonna say this right now, Phlox. You have known Sol for like 2 days. I think you already know what she's going to do as soon as you tell her about this new maybe bird friend. So, whether you note this out to her is your choice now.
Phlox is like sort of like looking between the bird and Sol, and then considering because they know exactly how Ducky's gonna react. And then you know what? Phlox is gonna take a shot in the fucking dark. They are going to very gently sort of like jab, very gently jab Sol in the shoulder and be like, so don't freak out, first of all.
Okay.
Second of all, don't tell Ducky until
You just see. You just see Sol nod rapidly. Like, okay, sure.
By this point,
Beautiful.
Lou has stopped writing. She's looking at the both of you going like, what are you guys doing?
I
First of
don't
all,
know yet.
there's a baby rock in the tree, and I'm like, bird.
Sol gets the freaking anime eyes glint, and she's going to roll hammer space.
So here's what we do. We have to work together so this thing doesn't eat us or anything, right? Because it's our size. We are all very small and have very little money.
I just rolled animal handling just to see like if Lou would like cotton on to the fact that rock equal bad news.
Also, can I say, with Sol's free from hammer space, you see her pull out.
How loud are you being, by the way?
Not loud, I imagine, because Sol only nodded and then pulled out the chicken. Also, yes, she pulled out an entire chicken roast. Now she's gonna offer it to the rock in friendship.
I mean, the baby rock is looking at you because, I mean, you didn't roll stealth, so I imagine an 18 is enough for it to hear you.
Yes.
Sol just lifts the chicken roast up and Sol just lifts the chicken up in direction of the baby rock.
So to anyone else, it's just like Phlox had a brief conversation with Sol, and Sol is now offering the tree and the plaques an entire chicken roast.
With this going like, I have a bad feeling about this, but I don't know enough about rocks to say yes or no.
Sol, roll animal handling.
Okay.
Can it be with like Phlox being genuinely assistive?
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Please roll at advantage. Please do better this time, Dice Parser. Please be kinder to me.
Not one of you. Oh wait, no, you forgot something.
Oh no!
That's not one. Do it again.
Me, Frank, is taking healing spell.
So you hold out the chicken leg and you start waving it around.
Oh, it's a whole chicken. It's a whole chicken.
Yeah, it's on a plate and everything. She just has it above her head now.
Okay, so you're holding this whole chicken above your head, and everyone hears as this baby rock launches from the tree and grabs the chicken, and the plate is knocked from your hands, and it flies away.
Hey, that's fair. That's honestly better than what I was expecting. I was expecting Sol to get picked up as well or something.
Yeah, I was expecting to roll initiative.
I told you
I was
guys,
expecting.
I did not plan encounters for the garden.
Oh yeah.
Phlox immediately wheels around to look at Ducky for a second, and then they're like, they glance at Sol. Like, no, actually, they're like, hell yeah, and they like loudly, and they give Sol a high five.
Sol absolutely high fives back.
And then there's like a record scratch, and Phlox looks over at Ducky.
Ducky is giving a very unimpressed look and just shaking their head like, really? Really?
Lucifer, for his part, the highlights that are normally there seem to have gone out, and he's just kind of shaking as he tracks the rock as it flies away.
Lou just kind of like nods at both Phlox and Sol, and then just continues writing. There's a lot of names.
Lou has seen so much. This is just another thing on the list of today's shenanigans, I guess.
Well, hey, none of them got eaten. Good.
Yeah.
Goodbye, fresh turkey roast. Or chicken, I should say.
It's okay. Sol has multiple.
Sol just has like a whole grocery store in her camera space.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
going
much,
to-
because all of that chicken is like straight from her fumble chart, so she has more. Don't worry.
I'm gonna say, guys,
She
do you want
hasn't
to take
even
a short rest?
Oh yeah, that might be.
That
a good
sounds
idea.
great.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
My spell slots.
Let's see.
Okay. I need to find out
In
where
a short
the...
rest. Phlox probably. Phlox probably during the short rest, sort of like after a certain point, sort of like goes over to Mossie and is like, "Do you wanna go look at like the plaques over there? They're made out of like this weird black rock."
Hearing rock, absolutely, she just lights up like, yes, where are these plaques?
Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna say
The holy
then.
word.
Yeah, it's like Sol hasn't even pulled out like all the types of chickens she has in her fumble chart yet, so we're doing great, guys.
Where is the short rest? Is there a selection that you can press that will...
Oh.
Help.
Okay, so what you have to do is you take your hit dice
Mm-hmm.
and you roll one if you're hurt, or roll as many of the number of hit dice you get at 5th level. I can't remember where exactly. Hold on.
Heck, I gotta find where her hit dice is located.
Okay, actually, since I guess Sol gets a full heal regardless, because she has 5 hit dice and she took 5 hit points of damage last time, so,
Okay, so
yay, full heal.
Morski, the way that works is that you have everyone has 5 hit dice. You can roll one of your hit dice of the kind it is. For barbarians, that should be a D12.
Yeah,
I
it's
think?
a D12.
Yep. So roll one D12.
The hit dice.
and however
Mhm.
many, whatever you get from that is how much HP you get back.
All right. I guess I'll just roll in the game zone then.
Where is the hit dice? Sorry, I'm dealing with the whole entire new sheet format since I switched.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
just
fair.
like, oh geez, where is it? I don't know anymore.
You are so
That's
valid.
valid. Also, I guess then Sol gets that full heal.
D6.
She-
Sorry, I'm saying a D6 for wizards.
For Lou?
For wizards.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
D6.
Wizards. What is sorcerer? I'm just gonna look it up. I can't find it on my sheet.
Sorcerer is a D6 as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just looked it up.
Spellcasters are squishy, man.
Mhm.
I was also looking. I didn't remember the class, though.
Yeah.
Okay, 1d6.
Yeah. The only the only classes that actually get spells back on a short rest are warlocks, unless you have
Yeah.
arcane recovery, which is a
Mhm.
special feature for wizards.
Constitution modifier.
Yeah. Luckily, Ducky's only used one spell so far, so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. I was gonna say. I've done one spell.
Constitution
I tried to do two, but the other one I failed.
one.
Yeah.
I just want to say I just saw the gallery and you all are killing me in the best way possible. I hope the Rock comes back so we can befriend them and they can be the mascot of the Rock Club.
Okay. With a
If-
short rest, they are now at 30 out of 37.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
if you
so a little better.
if you scroll up in Game Zone Part 5 a little bit, I put the information for a rock that I looked up. I don't think we want it to be friends. It would be nice if it were friends, but if it's not a friend, it has an armor class of 15.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Imagine. Okay, but I have a counterpoint. Imagine if it was our friend. Then it would fight with us.
A valid point. I will give you that one.
So if it's not our friend, we just have to run very, very fast. But if it is our friend...
Do you guys think it might be a good idea to take a little break here?
I think that's
yeah.
Yeah.
That might be good.
Heck yeah.
Break time.
Break time.
Break. We'll be
I've
right
been
back
getting-
after these messages.
Yeah, I have been getting so many chances to befriend animals, and like in this game and the FPS from yesterday, and I am living.
You're valid. Alright, I'll be back.
Fair. I think I'm just gonna say we are every park ranger's nightmare, feeding all the animals. Yes, we are, and we are proud of it.
I love the fact that like our characters take a short rest, and now we're taking a quick short rest. It's very fitting.
It's like the media reflects reality, and vice versa, I guess. That's okay. Sol has lots of snacks. She will just give more. She will give more and maybe give a hug. This will not be a problem for her because she is a barbarian. Let's be real. She's more likely to give the bears the hugging issues. So.
This has been lovely so far, Heart. I am having so much fun.
Good.
Oh, same. Hey, you're a great DM, and this is a very fun game.
Good.
Thank you for dealing with all the shenanigans. I'm having a lot of fun. I probably won't stop. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're just giving Lucifer mini heart attacks.
It's okay. He's friends now with, like, Sol and Lou. This will not stop. He'll need to get used to it at some point. Now's as good as any time.
You assume that he's gonna stick around after this?
Of course he
A
will.
little
Sol's going
dude-shaped
to
cloud of
send...
doom.
Of course he is. Sol's going to be sending him letters of all her adventures. So yeah, the heart attacks won't be stopping.
In all Toonish fashion, it's going to reach him. He's just gonna be like, how do these keep getting to me? I don't even have an address.
It's just a skill Sol has. Don't question it. She's an adventurer. You cannot escape the friendship, Lucifer. I'm sorry.
This has just been such a fun ride.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and like once more, I am kind of loving the fact that Phlox and Sol at this point are just a disaster adventure duo. Let's go.
The Chaos Team.
Yes. It's like you see a baby rock. What do? I roll to befriend the bird.
Howdy, Gryph.
Also, hi, Gryph.
Hello! I have a mint in my mouth right now.
Nom nom.
Awesome.
Nom nom nom. Good mint.
You know, maybe I should chew on food too. That might be smart.
Food good. I love food.
Food good.
It's good.
I should poke my clock on my computer because I just realized that it was not accurate anymore.
What
Yeah.
time is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be 12:29, but it is displaying 11:29 because my computer doesn't automatically switch.
Oh no.
Yeah, on my end, it's it is 7:30 now, but hey, I'm on the other side of the world, so.
Just looking at the clock. Don't need timer, I just need setting. You pecker, can I please just I know I changed it once. Adjust date time.
Crunch, crunch.
Okay, there we go. I just had to sync it.
Hey, nice.
Now I won't look at the clock and be confused.
Always useful.
The clock's in the kitchen? That's another story.
I feel you. There's some clocks, like the microwave clock. I'm like, whatever she says, it's never right. I'm not gonna change it. I don't know I don't know how to fix it. I'm scared.
I don't even remember how to change the clocks in our kitchen.
You're now reminding me that I'll need to check out my clock in the kitchen to see whether it's correct. I think it is. But I don't know right now.
Daylight savings is a bitch.
It really is.
Hilariously enough, I didn't even realize daylight savings happened at first. I only realized later when people started complaining. I'm like, oh, so that's another reason why I'm tired today. Okay, that makes sense.
I appreciate that it gives me an excuse to be tired, because it's like, it's not that I went to bed at 3 a.m. It's daylight savings, guys, completely.
Gosh dang it, don't yawn. Ugh.
Sorry.
No, I was talking to myself because I yawned.
You're good. No worry.
I've already accepted that after this, I'm probably gonna pass out for a nap.
Valid.
Same.
Entirely fair.
Alright.
I mean, I'll
is
need to
everyone
stay up
ready to
a
go?
little more, but I'll be going to bed, so.
Yeah.
Aye,
yeah,
Captain.
I'm good.
Okay, so about the time when you guys are all finished resting is when Boop talks about the weird strange thing that happened which caused the sky to turn purple and blue and not turn back. It turned purple, weird blue color, and green, and it didn't turn back to regular sky blue until a couple of weeks ago.
Lou's gonna roll Arcana.
Yeah, Mossie will also roll Arcana.
I'm gonna have Lucifer roll Arcana too.
We're all gonna fucking roll Arcana. Everyone roll Arcana.
I mean, if you want to.
Sure.
Ah,
Alright,
yes,
that
yeah.
one
Lucy
down.
knows nothing.
Soul's Arcana is like
God.
terrible. Wait, I'm in the wrong chat. I almost rolled in the gallery. That's not good.
Ducky knows something
Oh my
for once.
goodness. Let's see how badly Soul does then.
Oh my god.
That makes a lot of sense though. She's not really versed in magic at all, so that tracks.
Most of you are lost with this description, but the two bounty hunters, you guys have heard of the Astral Sea and what it looks like.
Just
You'll see.
It really sounds like, for the years that Lungeras has been missing, it appears that it has been in the Astral Sea.
Okay, what's that? Is this spoken out loud? Because Soul's gonna ask.
Does Phlox or Ducky say anything?
I feel like Phlox definitely looks at Ducky with is this what we think it is? Like, am I like fucking nuts? Is this what
Astral Sea? Question mark. Ducky'll just say it. Ducky's like, you know what? Sure.
Soul then just goes, "What's that?" Just like question mark above head, tilts head slightly.
So the Astral Sea, this is what Ducky and Phlox knows. The Astral Sea is a place between the planes. It literally is a little inhospitable to life in general. Which is why you suppose
Bed mimics?
Every bed is a mimic.
Which is why you suppose the populations in the garden aren't what you would expect them to be.
Yeah, does explain why there's not very many of them for something this big.
Yeah.
So about that clock tower.
What?
Okay, just like rapidly change the conversation topic. You know, that's valid.
What do you do with this information? The robot only knows so much.
Yeah.
There's
Lucifer
only
pipes
so
up
much
and says,
that Ducky can handle in a day, huh?
well,
Hmm.
maybe we should move on to someplace else.
Okay, unfortunately, Lucifer, you have just activated the very much the sibling energy of, or like literally just the spite energy of, you don't want to do X thing. Well, we're gonna do X thing.
Oh,
Is ready to follow
please.
Phlox. I'm sorry, but like Phlox has great ideas. Sol's gonna follow them.
Phlox, I will drag you into this, Lucifer. You cannot escape.
Where are you? Where do you guys want to go?
Oh, are we leaving the garden, Uwu?
Lucifer is suggesting leaving the garden.
Okay.
Because
Well,
he's done
Can we
sitting.
take the robot with us?
You can certainly try.
Can I ask Boop a quick question?
Go ahead.
Hey Boop, question. So you said that the sky changed colors, right?
Yes, the sky changed colors.
Figure out which order, like how.
It became not sky colors.
Valid. Were there other people and robots like yourself here when this guy did that?
I have not seen people for 999.
No!
Oh god.
This is obviously a question we're
nine,
gonna need to
nine,
avoid asking.
9.
I mean, it's fair. I probably stomped on some trauma there, but I was.
9. 9.
nice
Nine.
job breaking it.
Hey, Boop. Works is Siri,
Hey.
right? Hey, Boop.
Hello.
Hi. Do you know what role the other robot, and Ducky will point at the robot that Ducky poked earlier. Do you know what role they would have had in the city?
Boop turns and there's some beep booping calculation noises. And then they
Nailed it.
turn back and say that unit was a sentinel. Protection.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Isn't ominous at all, and definitely not a prelude of things to come. Yeah,
Hey, don't jinx
definitely
it.
not.
Don't jinx it.
So the X-Files theme plays.
Lou's going to look up at Boop and tilt their head and say, Boop, can you leave the garden? If you
want
want
to
it?
come with us?
They make processing beep boop noises, and then they go doo doo doo. I am the guardian of the garden. I cannot leave the garden. I
Have you
take
ever?
care of it.
Okay, but what do you want?
Boop stares at you for a little bit. What do you want to say, Phlox?
Gryph, I think.
Gryph?
No,
Sorry, I didn't say anything. I might have accidentally made a sound because I dropped some markers.
No, Ducky. It was Ducky.
Okay, Ducky.
Ducky was gonna ask if Boop has ever left the garden, or if Boop has only ever known the garden since coming to it.
They turn and they look at you and they say, I have not left the garden since I was built and brought here. I am the caretaker of the garden.
That's fair.
Do you know anything about the rest of the city?
I have a map of the rest of the city.
Hot dog.
Would you like one?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
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 Can we get the brochure for the city? Tourist locations.
They slowly reach to their chest and they tug at a little part of it, and it swings open, and they reach inside and they pull out a very, very old parchment rolled up, and they very slowly hand it towards whoever asked.
Phlox did. Phlox will very tenderly take this parchment. They don't want it to break or anything.
Mm-hmm. It's not as fragile as some books that some of you may have come across. So it could probably be opened and looked at, but it's definitely old parchment paper.
Mm-hmm.
Careful with it.
Yeah. Phlox is going to unroll it, and they're gonna look at the others and say, do you guys want to make, like, really quick sort of, like, copies of this in case we get separated or anything happens to it?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because at least
Smart.
3 people have notebooks.
And Sol can just pull out some paper from Hammer Space.
I guess roll performance for how well we copy this map.
I feel like it would probably be more survival, honestly, because that's the part of survival, I think.
True.
Yeah, roll survival to copy the rather large map.
It'll be fun. Sol is not good at survival. She got a 14 though.
Lou got an 11.
Oh, my God,
Oh
dude.
no, Gryph.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
This is so sad. Why am I so cursed?
Oh.
Bless.
Mossie, you're drawing, but not even you can tell what you're drawing.
Is that the squirrel from earlier?
Point it might be. I think I was thinking too hard about the squirrel.
Sol and Ducky, you guys both make passable maps, but Lou, you're not really that good at making a map. Unfortunate.
They're thinking a little too hard about some other things right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Phlox probably looks over everyone's maps and looks very sadly at Mossie, and then just like, well, we have technically 3 maps now. That's more than we started with, so.
Do 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 do.
I'm just like na 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 na.
And
I
Boop closes the compartment in their chest with a click and a whir. Would you like a guidance out of the garden?
Please?
Yes,
sure.
please.
And they make the boom 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 as they start moving along a different path which is apparently much quicker to the gate.
Cool.
The shortcut.
I think we can all continue doing the boom 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 behind.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
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 I'm glad we're all in agreement.
Phlox is probably studying the map as they walk, though.
Just like do the boom 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 as they are studying. Phlox can multitask, can they?
I would like to think so.
On the map, there appears to be a shipyard on like the other side of the city from the garden. There's the palace, which is very clearly marked. There's the marketplace, which you guys came from. There's the residential district. And there's also an industrial district listed on the map.
That wasn't in the signpost.
No.
Guess it's further off.
Is the clock tower on the map?
Yeah. It's the clock tower seems to actually be like the central part of the city. Like exact dead center of the city on the map you have.
I wonder if that's important at all.
I'm partly curious about the clock tower because the robot Boop got all weird whenever we asked about time, and I'm not sure how well the measurement of time works in the astral sea. And we did crash our ship into it.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, Sol's up for exploring clock towers. Hopefully there are no Medusa heads, and we'll be fine.
I'm hoping that the whole clock is just full of 9s.
Why? You know what? I'm not gonna ask why there would be Medusa heads in the clock tower. Lucifer is just kind of shivering at the thought.
I
Phlox
didn't reference Castlevania. No, definitely not.
Phlox will roll up the map, and instead of sticking it in their hammer space, they're gonna carefully tuck it under their chest plate with another piece of paper they've stuck there, and they're gonna look back at the others, and they're like, they're gonna add sort of cheekily, I wouldn't be opposed to exploring the residential district, but after we nearly had our beds made for us, we might want to save that for closer to last.
Lou makes a face.
Boo.
Yeah, Sol is like, yeah, sure, let's go exploring in the clock tower.
Lou nods because they don't want to tangle with another bed mimic again, even on the off chance.
Yeah, there can't be a bed in a clock tower. That's too silly.
Watch as there is a bed in a clock tower.
No.
So, you guys get to the gate that's still open, and Boop kind of does their kind of half bow. Thank you for visiting the garden. I hope you had a nice stay.
Lou bows back very respectfully.
Yeah, Sol gives a little bow and like, we sure did. It was great. Thanks for having us. And like, Sol's gonna wave.
Mm-hmm.
I think Moss is gonna try to give like a little handshake goodbye, but with his like little limp noodle arm.
Yep. Boop will shake your hand. There's musical box clicking noises as they move their hand up and down very slowly.
Phlox is gonna give their customary 2-fingered salute. and I can be like, "Thanks for the map. It's going to be really helpful. I have no doubt."
You're welcome. What's Ducky doing?
Sorry, I'm getting bit right now.
Oh no.
He's protesting.
Oh
still.
no.
Ducky is gonna say thanks for the tour. I guess if we need anything, we know where to find you.
Yes, I will be here, tending the flowers.
No.
Don't mind me having feels over this robot.
Valid.
Valid.
Someone has to look after the flowers.
Alright.
Mm.
Lucifer does a quick bow to the robot. And now what you guys gonna do? Boop has started retreating back towards the forest. Boom, 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 boom.
I do have one quick question. Does Teddy grunt at Boop before Boop leaves?
Nope.
Oh.
Teddy is just standing here.
Teddy's just standing here.
Yeah. Teddy is the holder of the brain cell.
Wow. Alright. So are you guys going to head back to the clock tower now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Alright. So roll survival with advantage because you have map.
Cool.
Whoever wants to lead the way.
Maybe it should be Ducky, since not Ducky, Phlox, since they have the proper map.
The best survival,
I
but
mean-
it sure isn't Sol. I can tell you that much.
Fox only has a +1 in survival.
I mean, Blue has a +4.
This will be fine. This will be fine. Don't
I
worry
would
about
help,
it.
but
Roll again
Oh my
because
goodness.
advantage.
Bless.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Well,
so
Liz
feel
tried.
like- Okay.
So we're gonna
So
go to the
I feel
palace.
like-
I guess we're like,
I feel like Luz starts going in the wrong direction, and Phlox pulls the map back out and checks it, and is like, I
something's
don't
not
think that's
quite
the right way. I will roll. Ready, doing better. I'm gonna roll again. Okay, we have a 15.
okay.
Yeah, our team is doing fantastic.
So I think it's actually about lunchtime after that little detour. As all of you get back to the marketplace where the clock tower is, if you notice, the Sky Pirates have actually pulled the ship a little bit away from the clock tower, and they're actually sitting on the ground, breathing heavily because they physically pulled it away from the clock tower.
oh my god.
Boy.
Bless.
Very strong.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Makes the dream work.
And they're all sitting around eating sandwiches.
Yay.
Valid. It's food time. I mean, if anyone wants, Sol can pull more chicken out of her hammer's face.
I mean, he did take a short rest earlier. It's entirely possible they ate then.
I mean, you guys could have ate then too.
Yeah, probably. Sol just brings out a lot of croissants and a lot of chicken. And some spicy chicken. Don't ask how. It's an adventurer's skill. TM.
To be spicy.
Yes.
So what's everyone's passive perception?
Passive perception.
It's an 11 for Sol.
Same with Blue.
Uh-huh.
Ducky has a 13.
Okay.
Let me
Mine is
double
11.
check.
Okay,
Phlox.
so
14.
so I'm pretty sure everyone Lucifer would refuse taking any food from Sol, but everyone saw him trying to secretively munch on something.
Oh no.
This is fine.
Because he rolled a
This
6.
is fine.
Oh, boy.
He
Oh
got a
God.
6.
My goodness.
Sir, what are you doing?
What?
Is it any good? Is it tasty?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sputters.
If you have allergies, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I have allergies.
Lou just pats him on the shoulder, just like, well, not the shoulder, but like, just like where she can reach, just pat, pat, pat. She understands.
Yeah,
She completely does not notice the very, very convincing, yeah, of course that's it. It goes right over her head.
I'm gonna
That's
say
his
it's the
Lucifer.
same. Like, I'm gonna say it's the same for Sol. She's just like nodding in understanding.
Phlox gives Lucifer like a rictus grin and just like a allergies.
Some people have food allergies. It's okay.
Yeah, but anyways, you guys have eaten. You want to go like roll perception or investigation on the clock tower?
Yes.
Yeah. Perception?
Or investigation.
Perception or investigation.
Ooh, I'm doing investigation.
Equally bad for Sol, so it's okay.
Please. Ah, yes.
16.
Ducky sees.
I can finally see.
Dirty 20.
I love the dirty
Nice.
20.
Phlox gets a 15. Fucking reliable talent, everybody.
Wow.
Alright, so-
Lucy did well.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20.
Hey.
Hell yeah!
Oh, nice.
Lucifer perceives all.
What do you see with your what kind of eyes do I say here? With your
Special
Glowing eyes.
eyes. Yeah. What do you see with your glowing eyes, Lucy?
Oh. Alright, so that's a 16 for Phlox?
Phlox gets a 15.
15,
Sol got
okay.
a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see, everyone rolled really well on this. As everyone's walking around, you see a door that's, really, really well hidden from sight. But, there's a door in this clock tower. The clock tower itself
it's gonna walk-
is large enough to hold like a spiral staircase inside of it, you know? That sort of
Mhm.
thing.
Look, I'm gonna say, as soon as you said well hidden door, Sol's gonna walk over to it so she can open it.
Okay. Give me a dex save.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is this a door mimic?
The marketplace is not a good place for us.
You just went over
She got a
and
dirty
opened the
20.
door. You didn't
Most
do
people don't
anything special. You're an adventurer.
Most people don't see a marketplace and go, ah, yes, everything here will try to kill me.
Luckily, Sol has experience with this stuff, because, again, adventurer.
Yeah, so you open the door, and you you hear the click before it goes off, so you immediately roll to the side. Was anyone actually close to the door also?
I think
Absolutely not.
I think it was like back a bit because like I feel like they just barely registered. Oh wait, there's a door.
Yeah, okay.
Sol has already gone forwards.
Yeah, so Sol, you managed to get all the way out of the way before this gout of flame
Oh my god.
comes out, and about 3 inches in front of the door, not inches, feet, in front of the door, and your clothes, you might smell a little smoky because of the fire. But after about a minute, it clicks and the fire goes out.
Why is it trapped? It's just a clock
Well, that's-
tower, right?
I don't know. That's what I call
Sol
it.
is pretty happy. It's like, yeah, that's fair. This is obviously a place where traps can be. I've been to clock towers before. I've seen the spike traps.
Why
Fire isn't even
there-
that bad.
Why were there spike traps in a clock tower?
That's kind of what I'm asking.
This is too much, man.
Apparently, they thought it was our time to die.
Well, they were wrong. Like, Sol just dusts herself off a bit. She is completely unbothered about this.
Nothing but respect.
Alright, so the fire's out, the door's open. What are you guys gonna do?
I guess walk inside.
Try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Okay, Sol, you walk inside. And you do notice a glowing glyph on the other wall that's slowly fading from existence.
Okay.
There's a staircase up to your left. And it goes up. And up. And up.
Okay, well, I
Phlox.
think Sol is first going to ask, I guess Mossie, because Mossie knows magic stuff and possibly glyphs. She's gonna, like, wave Mossie over and point at the glyph. And then she's just going to point at the staircase to the hours, like, okay, so we can go up here. Let's
But
go.
is it trapped? Are the stairs trapped too?
I mean, they could be. That's where the spike traps generally are.
Do you want to make a perception check on the stairs?
Lewis.
Could
Lewis
Mossie
definitely
roll
going to be making a perception check.
It's
30,
ready from
20.
Sol. Sol knows what she's doing.
Oh,
Ducky and Phlox.
I feel like they're kind of standing outside the doorway, just sort of like leaning into each other, and Phlox is gonna ask Ducky, so, do you think any of them are gonna catch on fire?
I mean, I hope not. But I put it, at least one of them finds a trap by activating it. Yeah.
Alright, Mossie, you go up and you study that glyph for a moment, and it seems like it is a magic trap. And it resets every hour.
Oh. Guys, we got about an hour before this thing happens again, so we gotta make this quick.
Is that an hour of when time is working regularly or when time is wobbly?
Lou
That's
tries
a
to
good
think about
Valid
that, and then like
question.
her brain starts to fizzle. Like you can see the smoke coming out of her ears. She's just like,
So it's like, that's a valid question. And I'm going to leave it to the more magically inclined people. So how about the stairs?
And the stairs don't appear to be trapped. Even you, Sol, can see that with your vast knowledge of dungeons. Because you're an adventurer.
Yeah, so it's like going to give a thumbs up and start walking.
Lou will follow.
Mossie will also follow.
Lucifer's gonna actually back out of the clock tower. He's done with this.
Oh no, he said enough.
I'm gonna stay down here. You guys have fun.
Okay, stay safe. Make sure not to be attacked, okay? And Sol waves.
Alright, what's Ducky and Phlox doing? Lucifer's come out of the tower and he's just going to sit next to Teddy.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors, or...
I mean, how close are the not space pirates, sorry, the air pirate?
The sky pirates are just, they're not that far away, but they're sitting by the ship.
Because I'm thinking maybe Lucy wants to just sit by the air pirates.
No,
bit of company.
He's gonna sit by Teddy and he's gonna wait.
Okay, that's fair.
I was gonna give it a 5 count and then follow. If you want to go ahead, since you're a bit better at avoiding traps than I am, if you want to go first, maybe, and then I'll lead up the end, or we can rock, paper, scissors.
Ah, I see. I'm going to be the one catching on fire.
I mean, not if you're fast enough to dodge. I figured that's in your wheelhouse. You tell me you can't avoid a little bit of
Just
fire?
Or I'm just like, so it's like, yeah, exactly. Just do what I do and backflip out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Phlox, just backflip out of the way. Ducky hasn't forgotten the fact that Phlox flung themselves from the mast of the sky ship earlier.
Phlox head up the stairs to get everyone to stop bullying them.
Ducky will give the 5 count and then go after.
Alright. Halfway up the stairs, make me a constitution check.
Everyone, or?
Everyone, because it's a long way up.
A check.
Okay.
Constitution save. Con save.
Okay. Con save. Oh,
That's a 12 from
Oh, real reason. And
So Ducky did best, then comes Sol, and then comes everyone else. Fun times.
Yeah,
Ducky's got it.
Unfortunately, Ducky is the only one who passed. So everyone else is huffing and puffing, and wow, Sol, you're really tired. Maybe you ate a little too much for lunch / breakfast.
Yeah, probably. She shouldn't have eaten that third chicken roast. Oh well.
But Ducky, you're ahead of everyone. You're like, come on, this is easy.
Yeah, we got this. Come on. It's nothing. Can Ducky, since Ducky's ahead of the group, can Ducky see how much farther they have to go?
That was about halfway up.
Okay.
So
Oh boy.
you've got a whole other
We're
half.
halfway there.
So it's like, yeah, you're right. Can Sol just like shake her head and then just go stand beside Ducky?
Yeah. And be like,
Phlox is gonna sort of like be like, look, It's sometimes you are meant to be shuffling around in the earth and not above ground climbing stairs. And Phlox is gonna sort of like boost Mossie along. Like, can you believe those two? Come on.
Mossie is so thankful because before that she's like climbing on all fours up the stairs.
Goodness. Mossie, sweetie.
I just picture Lou being all like, let's keep going. We got this. Why is there so many stairs in this clock tower?
I don't know why they're made this way, but they're made this way. It's just like infinite stairway. It happens.
No, I don't want an infinite stairway.
So just pats Lou on the shoulder. Yeah, she reacted like this first time she went in a clock tower.
Alright. So, as we're nearing the top, and you guys not wanting to talk about anything while you're climbing?
I don't know. Does a 10 mean they want to talk about anything, or are they more just focused on walking up these stairs?
We're just trying to survive.
Okay. As you reach
We're
the
just
top,
doing our best, man.
make another con save.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go again.
Woohoo!
Gonna just fall all the way down.
Oh no.
Alright, so after halfway up, most of you actually Ducky, you're fine. This is nothing for you. The rest of you actually rally around Ducky's enthusiasm, but Sol, poor Sol, you take a point of exhaustion as you reach the top. A single point of exhaustion for Sol.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Phlox makes it to the top out of spite. It's not funny, okay? You get powered by spite.
Yeah.
Ew.
I feel like at the top, Sol is feeling the exhaustion, so she's like just going to plop her butt on the ground.
Yeah.
Do we want to take 5 at the top of the stairs? Everybody get a drink of water, maybe?
Oh.
Hey, do you feel that fishbowl?
I feel like Sol is at this point, unless something is happening, she's like, you can see her starting to doze off of where she's sitting.
Oh boy.
Alright, there's a door, and it's closed. It's a very fancy door. What are you guys doing?
Checking it for traps.
Everybody
Sol
step
is
back.
sleeping.
Roll me a perception.
Everyone step back. What do we roll?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh! I was doing so well.
Oh, I'm perceiving.
I'm actually going to say
That was
Sol
not
does.
one.
Oh my goodness.
Not one.
I'm going to
So-
say Sol doesn't roll, yeah? Because she's like falling asleep from
Yeah,
where she sat
that's
down.
fine. Even if you did roll, you would have rolled with disadvantage. Okay, so everyone except for Mossie. Yeah, there's totally no traps here. Mossie immediately goes, no, stop. That's a big glyph magic trap right there. Can't you see it?
Lou, blink, blink, blink. Huh?
It's like, Lou, what do you see with your Ghiblian eyes? Apparently nothing.
Lou sees none.
What kind of glyph is this? What kind of glyph is this? What kind of magic trick do I gotta set off?
So it seems to be a one-time thing. I'm just gonna give it to Mossie.
Oh, thank you.
One-time magic trap. If nobody speaks, it's command word, whatever that would be, it would probably, the door might do weird things.
This pecking door mimic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
Does Mossie tell us this? Does Mossie tell us this?
Yes, yeah, definitely. She's like just screaming, like we gotta figure out what the magic word is, or else we're all gonna probably explode or something.
Who's gonna roll Arcana?
Oh,
Hey.
Very
That's a dirty 20. Nice.
so, Lou, I'm gonna give this to you because of your background in all of this. Your grandmother used to tell you a lot of stories.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you would play, like, this very special game of hide and seek, where whenever your grandmother would find you, you would say a very certain word, and she would freeze. And that would give you enough time to run and find another hiding place.
Lou kind of tilts their head and is just like, and like just kind of absentmindedly, as like the memory is like playing in her head, just like says the word.
You say Adula.
Adula.
And as the word leaves your tongue, the glyph turns blue and then fades completely.
Oh, I was just gonna start saying words.
I'm gonna say Sol has woken up at this point and she's like, ooh, nifty. I wish I had this last time I went to a clock tower. The last time she was at the clock tower, she had to dodge spike traps, and when she tried to open the door, there was a Medusa head. So, like, she really wishes.
Phlox is gonna bite the bullet and just open the door.
You
Valid?
open the door now, and it opens into a very large room. And it's clear that this very large room is where the clock mechanics are, because you can see them and you can hear them. And there's a little desk on this platform that extends from the door.
Alright, everybody, watch your fingers and your sleeves.
Is there any treasure here?
There's a desk, and Phlox is going to. Yeah.
Okay, this is at a disadvantage for Sol, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna sit here with that 23, apparently.
Sol got a 3 right off the bat. Let's see if she gets a nat 1 or not. Man!
Ooh, damn.
He scored
F.
3 and a nat 20, man.
F.
Yeah.
Mm,
Terrifyingly intimidating clicky clacky sounds.
yep. Me hearing the clicky clacks. Me getting incredibly nervous. Hmm.
What was that O for?
So how many d6 for fire damage did you just roll?
No, I'm not rolling for fire damage. I'm actually rolling to see what you guys found.
Oh, thank
Even
God.
better.
So did we find fire damage?
So,
How about lightning damage?
Sol, unfortunately, you're opening drawers. You're not finding anything. There's boring papers in here. Phlox, with your 23,
Yeah.
you know to check for false bottoms two things, and you open one of the drawers, and you pull up the false bottom that's there, and you find a long box.
Hey, I got another box to go with my other box. Wait, I didn't try my other box earlier. Fox is now holding up this box. What does this box look like? Is it like a lock box? Is it just a box?
It does appear to be a locked box, but it's much longer than the locked box that you have right now. It's got a nice wood finish to it. The one in your hand.
Ooh. Phlox looks at this new box they have, and they're like, "Okay, I call dibs on the boxes from now on, I guess."
You're not even gonna try opening it?
Oh yeah, they're gonna try opening it, but they have to. They have to assert their box dominance.
Box dominance.
We decided last time.
Sentence.
We decided last time it would be a +7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're gonna. Is there a chair?
Yeah, there's a chair. It's
They're
a
going to
functional
sit
chair.
down. Oh, thank goodness. Phlox is going to sit down in this chair, and they don't actually keep their thieves' tools in their hammer space because that's an amateur move. That's how you get them lost, or you pull out like something really loud whenever you're trying to break into somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So they pull out their thieves' tools and they try to open this lockbox. That's a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. It's a very intricate and a very small lock, but there's a click, click, and you open it. And inside, there appears to be a long wand.
Oh no.
Is it the pigeon summoning wand? The legendary treasure?
It
Sol is just
appears
looking at
to
this
have
with starry
a
eyes.
dark black grip and a long, slender wand tip.
It's just like, oh, that's pretty.
Sol is still thinking, is this the legendary wand of summon bird? Please let it be.
Phlox is going to turn it over in their hands, and I guess roll Arcana to see if they can figure anything out about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of the mages should... Oh, wow, never mind. This is where the luck went.
You have heard of tales of a thing called the Wand of Secrets.
Oh.
That whosoever holds the wand can magically find secret doors or traps each day.
Bro.
We really need that, if I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Phlox is looking at this and they're like,
door mimics.
they're like, this is gonna make my life so much easier, you guys.
How many
Sol
times
is
can it
just
be?
looking with starry eyes, so...
It has well, you're uncertain of how many charges it has right now.
Mm-hmm.
Phlox is going to explain that, hell yeah, this is something that'll be useful. I don't know how useful it is right now, but this is something that'll be definitely useful later. And they're actually, I'm going to have them roll hammer space. Because they're going to put the wand away and the box away, because they're taking that box too.
It's a nice carry case. Inside is like red velvet sort of deal.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to pull out the other lock box because they just remembered they have that one. And they want to try opening that one now.
Mm-hmm.
The question is...
Oh no!
One.
Oh no!
That box
God
hates you.
damn it!
That box is not for you.
Unfortunately, you tried riding on the success of opening this last box. You tried to open the lock box you got last time, and there's a snap, and you've just snapped your thieves' tools in this. So you're down one thieves' tool.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh no.
Phlox is gonna shoot Ducky a very rude gesture, and they're gonna gesture at the lockbox, and they're like, "Well, do you want to give it a try?"
I don't have thieves' tools. I was borrowing yours.
We'll shove it at Lucifer in a minute, and if he doesn't break it, you can try with Lucifer's tools.
All right.
I'm just gonna riding on Toonish humor. Lou is gonna pull out from their hammer space a bobby pin. Would this help?
We can certainly try it.
You can certainly try.
Sol is just cheering y'all on. You can do it.
You guys
Open
got
up
this.
the mystery box.
What would Ducky, if Ducky can try, with this bobby pin, what would Ducky need to roll?
It's like Dex plus proficiency.
Dex plus your proficiency.
Am I proficient?
You
I'm
are
not going to ask.
proficient in thieves' tools, and
Yeah.
bobby pin counts as a thieves' tool.
Solid. That was going to be the question.
Amazing.
Your Dex mod is also a +4.
Wait, what?
It's a +7.
Okay, I did that. You scared me.
Okay. Well, that's good news. Is you've cleared out the broken thieves' tool from the lock. You still can't open it, but now it's clear.
The box doesn't like us. That's the conclusion here.
I'm almost tempted. Okay, no, even then, honestly, I was almost tempted. Okay, what if just someone else tries to open it? Sol is gonna offer herself, but actually, wait, she has exhaustion. That's a bad idea.
Oh,
Could Mossie roll Arcana to see if there's something magical keeping the box closed, as opposed to the lock? Or have we done that?
I don't think we did that.
You didn't.
Haven't.
You didn't do it, so you can.
Let me see. 16.
So as you straighten your glasses and take a good look at this box, it does have a vague magical pattern over it, on the lid. So beyond the physical lock that's there, it does have a magical component to it.
Alright.
Makes a lot of sense.
That makes
honestly.
sense in context.
Would this information have been passed on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Would it be something that you could tell with the Arcana check that if there were something magical inside the box and someone, say a cleric, cast Dispel Magic on it,
the way Dispel Magic works is that you
Right,
target the enchantment you know is there. And that's one enchantment. So if you cast Dispel Magic on the box, because you only know one of the enchantments that's on it, which is the one that Mossie has helpfully pointed out to you, only that will be dispelled.
Solid.
Lou's also gonna roll Arcana just to see if they can pick anything up. That's a 14.
Yeah. No, you pick up the same things Mossie does.
Mm-hmm.
I would have Phlox roll, but Phlox Phlox feels more like they want to eat the box at this rate.
Can I ask a mechanical question? Because I don't know clerics that well.
Mhm.
If something is a domain spell, do I only get it once per long rest, or is it just however many times?
Does it say you only get it once per long rest?
I think it's you get a free one of it without using a spell slot, and then after that, if you want to use it again, you have to use a spell slot.
I'm pretty sure that domain spells are just they don't take up the number of spells you can like use. They're always prepared, but you need to use a spell slot to use it.
Okay. Good to know. I might wait on that one because Dispel Magic is a 3rd level spell, so I will hold off on that. We will continue to fiddle with the box for the next 3 episodes.
Yeah, probably.
That's the plan.
Phlox is not going to put the lockbox back in their hammer space. They're going to hold on to it, and they're going to shove it at Lucifer whenever they get back down.
Okay. Now to go
Get
back
ready
down
for
the
box,
stairs.
Lucy.
Was that everything to see?
I mean, you can make a quick perception check to see if you can see anything else.
Well, did anybody else find anything?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
don't think
so long
anyone
as
rolled
there aren't
high
any
enough.
beds. So long as there aren't any beds in here, we're all probably going to be fine.
Oh no, there's a bed in the corner! Oh wait, that's just a mattress.
I don't know, that's still kinda sus.
You never know; it might spring at you.
Oh.
Hey.
You really gotta put the bed jokes to rest.
I rolled a 16 on perception. Is there anything else in the room besides clock parts?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Just a mattress sitting ominously in the corner.
Yeah, in the corner of the platform you're on, there is a ladder on the edge of the platform, but you presume that's to just go down and access the clock parts of the clock tower.
Can Ducky peek over the edge and see just
Roll me
down the ladder?
perception.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Snap!
As you're looking all the way down there, there's a platform much lower down, kind of like, and there's a pulley system to. It looks like to pull the gears out of place for repairs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's all.
you don't see anything else.
Get the good rolls on the pulley system. All right.
Yep.
That's how it be sometimes.
Mhm.
I can't fill every place with like tons of stuff.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
could put a simple treasure chest there. Just say there's a blanket inside.
Or when they get cold.
Exactly.
Bless.
All right. So.
I think it's time for
Down
us to
we
head
go.
down.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Down the stairs is always easier than up the stairs, though, so it'll be good.
Mhm.
That's true.
Yep. So no con save, and you did make it within the quote unquote hour time limit you gave yourself
Mm-hmm.
with the glyph downstairs.
It's like, you survived the clock tower. Congrats.
Achievement unlocked.
As you come outside, Lucifer's just kind of sitting there, kind of staring off into the distance, not really paying attention.
Phlox is gonna walk over and like very lightly shake the box like up to their head to see if they can hear anything.
Okay.
I have
as you
a
shake the
terrible
box,
suggestion.
Lucifer jumps and goes,
Are you playing dead on us?
What? No, I was just I was just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were you taking a nap? I mean, that's a mood. I know I want a nap now.
Yeah, you look terrible.
Yeah, the stairs weren't kind to me. Will Teddy mind if I just flop on his legs?
You flop on Lucifer's legs and he winces slightly.
Oh, I actually said Teddy's legs.
Oh, Teddy's legs. Yeah, you flop on Teddy's legs and Teddy just grunts at you.
If you do not stop, her soul is pretty happy to just like nap there now.
Yeah, roll me perception real quick.
Cool. Let's see how badly this goes.
Yeah,
A
disadvantage.
17.
Disadvantage.
Let's see what the next one is. A 12.
Okay, It doesn't smell very good. Like, he definitely smells a lot like flowers, but there's also this smell you can't really identify, but it smells bad. Like, maybe he needs a bath.
Yeah, Soul's just gonna scrunch up her her face scrunches and she's like, okay, no, I guess I'm not sleeping on Teddy. He didn't have a good time either. I'll just sleep beside everyone. And she just shuffles over and takes the nap there.
Do you guys want to take a long rest?
Yeah.
Because Soul seems determined to take a long rest here on the ground, in the open air.
I'm gonna take a nap right there.
Heck, no, come back, sheet. I accidentally closed you.
Phlox is going to hand the box off to Lucifer and say, all right, take two. It has, Mossie told us it has, like, magic helping keep it shut, which is why we can't open the peckin' thing.
He starts fiddling with it. Actually, he's gonna reach into his hood and pull out his thieves' tools and try. Wow, I did not expect that! Okay.
What?
Okay, what did he get?
A nat 20! So, Phlox, as you're watching him just, like, carefully move, pieces, because it starts shifting in his hands, and he shifts it a certain way, and then he inserts the tools, and there's a click, click, and the box opens. Hold on a sec. As I roll what this is.
Like, the second Lucifer gets it open, Phlox, like, cheers, and then, like, reaches forward and, like, ruffles his hood aggressively. They're so fucking excited, my dude. Phlox is just pissing them off.
Nice.
So, Inside are 2 spell scrolls. It seems.
4 spell scrolls.
Da-na-na-na.
I mean, Phlox is happy to, like, they'll be happy to take the box more than anything at this point. It's fucking apparently impossible to open.
Yeah, you have to get
Phlox is a
a
box
20
now.
or above to open it.
Jeez.
Phlox is gonna look at the spell scrolls and look at Lucifer, and they're like, I don't know if you want to keep both of those or give one to Mossie or whatever, but, like, you can keep them. I just want the box at this point.
He very carefully pulls out both of the spell scrolls and hands the box to you.
Phlox's box now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Phlox's
box.
Can I point out that you don't have the key?
That's fine.
So every time you have to open the box, you have to pick it.
Now, okay, but walk with me here, right?
We're standing
So-
still, but all right.
So who has their magic-y crystal rock, whatever, right?
Yeah.
First comes to word, Lou chucks it in the box, I shut the box, stick it in my hammer's face. First, I'll have to get it out of my hammer. Second, they'll have to get above a fucking 20. And look at half of these jerks who've apparently been trailing us. They couldn't picklock their way out of a freaking paper bag.
Really
smart.
For Phlox's like plan of like if the worst comes to worst, because that's really nice.
I mean, that's not our worst comes to worst plan, but yeah.
So, Mossie, Lucifer slowly gets up from where he was sitting and hands Mossie a scroll. It's for a 3rd level spell for your school. Pick whatever it is.
Oh,
It's for Mossie's School of Magic.
crap. I totally forgot what it's... Oh, evocation.
Mm-hmm. It's a 3rd level evocation spell. So just pick whichever 3rd level evocation spell you want.
Alright, awesome. I will look.
You'll have to like add it later because unfortunately with the I would do a hard rule with this for wizards is you have to take the time to actually scribe it into your spell book using the proper tools.
That makes total sense.
And
Alright.
you might have a little bit of the proper tools on you. But again, it takes time, and if you want to take the time to do that now, you can, because Sol's taken a long rest.
Yeah, I think
Look,
that's
she's
how...
really tired, okay?
Fair.
Sometimes you just gotta nap, and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely think that's what Mossie will do during this long rest, and what Gryph will do will be looking at 3rd level spells to find a
Yeah, it's
the spiciest one.
Yeah, it's specifically evocation.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll find the spiciest evocation spell I can find.
Mm-hmm.
Make it fireball.
While everybody's like taking a long rest, Lou's just gonna kind of like do a perception check just to like scan the skies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's still a dark cloud cover, but it's starting to like move away.
Mm-hmm.
And peaks of sunlight is starting to come through. I know exactly what you're looking for, and you don't exactly see anything.
Mm-hmm. Lou kind of just relaxes and is going to kind of settle in for that long rest.
I mean, if Lou is next to Sol, Sol is like just gonna be curled up towards Lou.
Yeah, she's sitting by Sol.
Let's see.
Phlox.
Congrats. If depending on how this goes, Sol might just lay on you partially. We'll see how much she rolls around in her sleep.
Phlox is probably gonna sit next to Lucifer, and they're gonna take the time to basically they're gonna make their best attempt to memorize the map that Boot gave them, and they're also gonna probably spend that time sorting through all of the information they have on the astral sea, whether it be searching their memory or their folios.
Lucifer slips the other spell scroll into his hood. I'm gonna have to decide what that's for him later.
Lucy has decided collectively that okay, nerds time can happen just a little bit later.
Unfortunately, when he goes to reach for something, he fumbles.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
I'm not
Let's
kidding.
go, baby.
What does he pull out?
All right, 14.
A knife.
So, you look up Phlox, and you see him pull a box of red chalk out of his hood, and he goes, "Oh, that's not right." He mutters to himself and puts it back in. Tries.
I mean, what? I wonder what he would do with the chalk. Surely not eat it or anything, yeah?
I have a feeling. Phlox will pat him on the shoulder and say, "It happens to the best of us." But they're watching eagerly. They want to see if he fumbles again,
which he does.
Oh, this is the second time it's been 2 fumbles. I've both had nat ones twice.
So, the next thing he pulls out is a strange plush. It seems to be a black creature with round or oval gold eyes. It's a plushie.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
Goodness! I know exactly what
but they cannot.
He kind of sputters and shoves it back into his hood and goes, "That's not supposed to be in there." I'm gonna roll again.
That's adorable.
Phlox is watching eagerly.
He fumbles again.
Oh my goodness!
I don't want to roll the same thing, okay? I rolled a 15 and then a 14. Okay,
Roll
that's something
again.
interesting. What is that? Okay, so he pulls out a bag, and he opens it, and pulls a piece out of his... this isn't it. Ugh. Inside the bag, it looks like a bunch of clay pieces.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Phlox would like him to put that back now. They're not going to say anything, but it's very much nope, this is fine. This is fine.
No. They're actual clay pieces, not...
Oh my god.
It's like sculpty clay.
You get... Phlox definitely in character had that moment of, oh my god, are those really? And then just that, oh, they're not. Oh, thank god.
I'm gonna roll again.
What are you referring to? Do I dare ask?
Don't
worry about
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm so worried.
Oh, hey, a 6. He actually gets what he wants this time.
Huzzah!
He pulls out a bag that looks very similar to the clay piece bag that he just pulled out. and he glances at you, Phlox, and then he turns his back towards you, and Teddy just kind of moves and raises his arms around Lucifer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Phlox is curious, but they aren't exactly going to buy. I don't know what I would roll to have Phlox sneakily look.
Stealth?
I mean, I don't know. You know what? I feel like Phlox won't look. Phlox will see this, and they'll definitely very much consider it, and then they'll very pointedly, like, make themselves wrestle a little. So it's like, you know, and then they'll watch him, but they aren't going to look.
Mm-hmm. He's whispering something. Sounds very much like an incantation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 6 plus 4? 4?
That's stealth.
Wow. I mean,
He did wonderfully.
Yeah.
Absolutely
yeah.
spectacularly.
He does reach up into his hood and pull something else out, but since his back is turned to you, you can't exactly see what he's doing.
It's funny because that stealth sucks, Lucifer, and you should be ashamed.
Ow.
I feel it's like Phlox does stealth in reaction to show him how it should really be done.
I mean, honestly, I should be rolling with advantage because Teddy's helping him. That's even worse. I got a 9, a 10 and a 9.
Nailed it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he just seems to be doing something.
Phlox is just gonna vibe.
Okay, is Ducky gonna do anything?
Ducky's gonna flop down on the other side of Phlox if that's open and consider life choices. Ducky has made it through the day being the only bird in the party. And we've successfully not gained any pets, though Boop would have been nice. But this is okay. This is good. Nobody's been hurt in a while. We're doing good.
Yeah, Ducky, as you glance over, you see Lucifer lift his hand into his up to his mouth, and he kind of bites hard enough to draw a tiny, tiny drop of ink.
Of
You know how tunes are made of ink.
Oh yeah.
It's blood, guys. He
Oh my god.
He's drawing blood. Okay.
I had to reprocess that because I thought, oh, okay, blood, yeah, okay. And then you said ink, and I was like, record scratch, hold up. But yeah.
Something's not right here. Oh wait, toon blood. Okay, that's
Toon
more
blood.
normal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he pours from a second bag onto what kind of looks like a bit of a finger. A little tiny pile of bone dust. I mean, it's white powder. You don't know it's bone dust.
We do, like, I guess the players do, apparently.
The players do. And he smears the ink pulling from his thumb over it. And then he feeds it to Teddy.
Okay, that's about
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't like that.
all right.
And
That's some weird cereal, but okay.
he mutters a few more words, and there's a specific sickly green glow that comes from Teddy's eyes for a moment, and then it goes out.
Phlox is gonna lean over to Ducky and say, "Is he doing the weird necromancer shit again?"
Ducky will lean back and be like, yeah, pretty much.
Cool. This is fine.
I hope you guys know that I'm dying here, but in a good way.
So does anyone...
I don't think the mic picked up my laughter, but I'm laughing.
So does anyone else want to do anything before also taking their long rest?
Sol is sleeping. She
Yep.
doesn't have anything to say.
Yeah, Sol is taking her long rest.
Lou has perceived a 12 and has not seen anything, so they are also following suit. And I kind of have this mental picture of like both of them kind of like sitting upright but leaning against each other, both completely conked out.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. You get me.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, I think Mossie's too busy studying the spell.
So Mossie, I am going to let you get your long rest, even though you're scribing the spell, because it will take you half as much time to scribe it as any other spell, because it's your school of magic.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, everyone take a long rest.
Hey.
Yay!
Lou is now back
Success.
to full HP.
Oh, hey, yeah, like Sol won't be exhausted and she'll have all of her rage. Fantastic.
Yep.
Hey. Spell slot.
Yes.
Nap squad.
Yeah! We have the Rock Squad and the Nap Squad.
It is nearing 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we, I guess, want to end it here and then pick it up next time with them heading out to, I guess, the residential district?
Yeah.
Let's see what horrors await us there.
Yeah.
Please, no more bad mimics. Please, no more bad mimics.
It could be a mimic of another kind. We saw bed mimics one game, what was probably a door mimic this game. We'll get something else next game.
I will see.
Chair mimic. We'll get chair mimic.
Please.
Stop. I sat in a chair. I sat in a chair. Come on.
Table mimic. I've been calling table mimic for the past 2 games. Now we'll see.
Thank you for joining us for this installment of Lucifer's Travels. See us next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.